It's crazy, like having a 1 million AUM, $1 million AUM, and making even just 10%. That's 100,000, and take it 50,000.
Yeah, I mean, our fund managers, withdraw 30, 50,000 per month regularly.
Guys, imagine the feeling of trading $1 million assets under management. Even just making 10% in a month, that means you're going to be having, if it's 50% split, make $50,000 withdrawal every month. Now, what decisions would you make differently if you have $50,000 at your disposal every month, knowing fully well you still have access to the $1 million that you could use in trading on and on? That's definitely going to be a fantastic idea. So that's the reason why I'm taking an extra step to interview the CEO and founder of BLUFX.co.uk. I'm sure most of you almost have heard about this company. So let's hear what they've got to offer, and I'm sure definitely going to do it if it does make sense to you guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and click the link in the description box for you to register with BLUFX.co.uk, just as I'm also doing the same thing. If you click on that link, you get 1% extra on top of your funded account. For $25,000 with that link, you're going to be getting $25,250. For $50,000, you're going to be getting $50,500 for using that link. So without that link, you don't have that 1% extra. So go ahead and click that link. Let's head straight to the business of today. So before we get started, I want him to introduce himself properly and also to introduce BLUFX and how they got started.
Yeah, my name is Yusong, and I'm based in London. BLUFX is being founded about 5 years ago, and prior to that, I started my first proprietary trading company, Blueprint Capital, in 2012. It's just a traditional futures trading prop firm. And BLUFX is a set project we've been doing to evaluate and to develop our traders. And in 2017, the whole project we think is ready to launch as its own instead of a feeder for our Blueprint Capital. So we renamed it BLUFX and launched it, to the public. And since then, we grow, dramatically.
All right, so fantastic. So I went through the BLUFX.co.uk website, and there's one thing I really noticed, that you don't offer the evaluation process style, the model of funding. So why do you choose to the style of monthly subscription and having people grow their funds to 1 million? And is there a goal to that?
Actually, it's not a choice, because initially when we started, there's no this kind of like demo evaluation and verification process kind of business model doesn't exist. So I don't really have a business model to copy or to mimic. So basically, BLUFX is developed by ourselves and from our traditional prop firms. So it's solved a lot of hurdles and issues for traditional prop firm. For example, the really high monthly charge for the software for the desk. We used to charge over £3,000 for a desk in the city plus software. And that's a huge barrier for anybody actually wants to start trading. And secondly, it's location-wise, we can only operate in London. So all our trader is based in our office in the city. And so, this new model is developed from that model, but as an improvement. So monthly fee is dramatically less, and we're able to offer this product to global traders globally, and they can do it remotely. So that's we developed the whole thing from scratch, and gradually it's become what everybody say it is now. So it's not kind of a choice. What I want to do is I didn't have a choice when I started.
All right.
I think the demo challenge is also an interesting business model. It's really clever, but when I started, I never thought we can charge a fee for demo accounts. So that's why we started. Our business model is based on more kind of traditional way of prop trading firms.
All right. So do you have any plans of trying to add that type of model, like the demo evaluation process, maybe later in the future? Do you have any plan?
We are considering, because the reason why is a lot of trader. Well, our goal is, our main aim is to provide value to traders. A lot of our traders in the social media and even emailed us saying, for example, they have specific strategy that require, high leverage, require a lot of different way of trading that we currently can't facilitate. So, we are considering to broaden our offerings to fulfill the requirements of different traders' needs. So it's in our mind.
All right. So for those of you that are just seeing BLUFX.co.uk for the first time, let me do a brief introduction. They have been around for a very long while, and they are one of the prominent and the biggest proprietary firm that we have in the industry. Yes, I'm not mincing words. So let me take you through their website, and so you see what they've got. So BLUFX.co.uk, I give it to them. They have one of the simplest websites that even a newbie can navigate all through. It's user-friendly. Everything makes a whole lot of sense. So from here, you can see the subscription fees. Here they have our story. They also have the reviews, what people are saying about them. And these are the Q&As. And they also got a blog. If you want to sign up, here's where you go to. So simply subscribe and trade. That's just all. They have the model that you just go straight to the point. They give you a live account. They give you a real account, and they don't beat around the bush by giving you a demo account. All right. So that's the model that they've been operating, and they have been consistent about it. All right. So how does it work? No deposit, no exams, there's no trials, and there are no hidden costs. Zero liability for any trading losses, because they cater for that. Maximum earnings, regular payouts. I think the payout that they've got, they have bi-weekly. Yeah, they pay 2 weeks. Yeah, and they have full career path for successful traders. If you want to have the 1 million status and all of that, you can see your fund manager status with $1 million behind you. All right, so now, in seeing all of these things, they have 25,000, which is the elite. They have pro, which is 50,000. So you can just simply click on subscribe and you have it. So it's super straightforward. That's one thing I love about BLUFX. Let me ask this question: how many people have you got in your 1 million? How many number of people have attained the $1 million account, the AUM?
We have about over 10 traders now trading on the master, like over 1 million accounts, and that's from past 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years, like averagely. Let's say I'm just starting out. How many months would it take a normal person who is just starting out to achieve the 1 million? Let's say all things being equal, the person is meeting the target. Like how many months?
That's a tricky question, because we actually just did an interview with one of our $1 million fund manager. Actually, he did it within 3 months, but we will also have other. We also have other traders, been doing it for over a year. So it's depend on strategy. It's depend on the market volatility. So it's varies.
Wow. All right. So for now, I know you take subscriptions every month. Let me go over the subscriptions just for those who want to give it a shot right away. All right. So when you click on subscribe, it's going to take you to the page where you make payment readily. It's super straightforward. Here are the parameters. So for the funding capital, you can collapse here and then you read what is there. So the broker that they use is Australian based, which is BSFC broker. Yeah. So they have MT4. And talking about trading platform, why do you not offer MT5?
Well, the trading platform just depend on what our broker offers. So our broker currently offer MT4, so that's what we offer to them. In the back end, we're also developing our own platform as well. So hopefully we're going to launch, next few months.
Wow, that's a real deal. I can't wait for you to launch your own personal brokerage firm. That would be a very nice thing. All right. So the buying power, I believe your accounts are all the leverage are 1 to what was the leverage 1 to 2 or 1 to 3?
Yes.
1 to 3. All right. Which is
yes, 1 to 3 leverage.
Yeah, which is fine, because if you know institutional traders and big traders, they don't offer that much of a huge leverage. That's because they expect you to keep to risk parameters and not over leverage and all of those things. Yeah. And the profit split is 50-50, which is very fair. And they have trading hours. Now, talking about profit splits, we have some proprietary firms that have theirs up to 80%. Why still keep yours at 50-50?
Well, I mean, we started at 50-50 from the start, and we think it's a fair deal for traders and us. And so basically, we put our capital on risk, and we take our share. I mean, I remember when we started, we used to, if we fully back a trader, we're going to take 80% of the profits. And but now, because we're able to offer the product globally and reduce our cost, so I think 50-50 is a fair deal.
All right, great. So for the trading hours, I believe the light account definitely have some sort of restrictions, whereas the pro account have a lot more flexibility. Because on the pro account, I can see right here, traders are able to trade 24 hours, Monday to Friday, whereas on the light account, we've got London and New York sessions, all right, which is fine. And 10% drawdown. What that simply means is if you are on 50K, which is the pro, you have $5,000 drawdown, and they've got overnight positions. So overnight position is available for both of them to all traders. Then the account growth. You cannot grow account on the 25,000, which is the light, or you can grow your account on the 50,000, which is on the pro. Then withdrawal schedule. This is their withdrawal schedule. So can you talk a little bit about the withdrawal schedule? Like when do they get a withdrawal?
Withdraw. Well, people can request to withdraw anytime. As soon as they hit 5% targets, then they can request to withdraw. But our payout is on 25th of every month. It's almost like monthly payments. You treat it as like a salary, and and that's how it works. And there's no limit on how many times you can withdraw per month. So if you hit 10%, you can withdraw twice, 20% 4 times, but the payout will be paid on the same day, the 25th.
All right, talking about payouts, what is the largest amount someone has been paid in a month?
Well, for our normal traders who is on the stage 1 50 accounts, so basically every withdrawal is 2,500. That's 5%. And I remember our current record is a trader from Europe who withdraw 4 times in a month. If I'm not wrong, I think that's the record. So basically, that's a £10,000 withdrawal and $10,000 withdrawal and $5,000 profit share.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And for our traders in level 2, level 3, and level 4, which is 1 million accounts, then withdrawal is dramatically higher.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like having a $1 million AUM, $1 million AUM, and making even just 10%. That's 100,000, and take it 50,000.
Yeah, I mean our fund managers, withdraw 30-50,000 per month regularly because there's no profit target anymore, so that you don't have to hit 5%. So let's say it's a quiet month, you only made 5 grand, 5,000, and then you can withdraw 5,000. If you made 50,000, 100,000, then you can withdraw 100,000. So that's that's depend on the market volatility. And I think one of our new fund managers gonna withdraw about 50 grand this month. He had a brilliant month trading pounds.
All right, fantastic. So I love that idea of having to grow your account from small account, let's like from 50,000, scaling, doubling up until $1 million. That shows that the BLUFX have got like a long-term relationship, a long-term plan for their traders, and which makes a whole lot of sense. So on the 50,000, you pay £249, whereas on the light account, which is $25,000, you pay £99 every month. All right. So what happens if I violate the law or I violate the rules of my account? Let's say I breach the 10% drawdown. What happened? can I pay a reset fee, or is there any arrangement to that?
Yes, if you breach the maximum drawdown, then your account will be closed. And basically, but if you still want to trade with us, you can request a refinance. Our risk team will evaluate your trading record and your behavior, and to decide to give you a refinance or not. If the answer is yes, then basically you will be start from 50,000 again. And same rules: 5% withdraw, 10% drawdown. But we might reject your refinance request.
Okay, fantastic. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the lot size restriction. Trust me, BLUFX.co.uk is the first talking about this model, because you are probably one of the first that started this model. But with the lot size restrictions, I want to talk a little bit about, is there a way that it could be adjusted? Because most traders message me every time, I ask me to make a review and talking about the lot size restrictions and all of that. Is there a way that could be shifted, or something there, something that could be work around that?
Lot size you mean the 0.5 lots per trade restriction? I mean, I don't think that really affects the trader a lot. We just want the trader, to keep in mind, there is a lot size, they can split the trade. So basically, if you want to put full size on, you can put 2 or 3 0.5 lots on, for example, pound, dollar. And, that's, you can put on the same currency. We don't have rules that you have to put in different currency. And also up to you go to stage 2, which is the 100K account, or you become our loyalty member, then this rule is removed. So basically you can trade 1 lot or 2 lots, straight away. And we feel to have a small cap on initial trading, that's, develop the risk management and the behavior of the trader better. So that's why we have that rule.
That's fair. So the lot size restriction is only affected on the first stage, right? Like it's only affected on the first stage. Wow, that's fantastic. So wait, that's no longer a problem, because I thought it was always like a thing in all of the phases. All right.
No. For example, for $1 million trader, I mean, they put 10, 15 lots, and if it's half lots every time, then it's a nightmare to put the trade off.
All right. Okay, great. So do you allow EAs copying from one account to the other?
No, initially when we launched the product, we actually allow EAs. But what we find is a lot of people actually just buy the robots, online or from the MT4. They do not really build their own strategy. So it's, we find a lot of people trading the same robots. So it's not something we really like. So we stopped. So we disabled EA. And we're actually working on the project for algo traders. So basically we build our own platform. People can back testing, forward testing, and build their own algos, program their own strategy in the platform, and we will back them as well. So hopefully we're going to launch that soon as well. And we do have a product for algo traders, but we don't want people who just buy an EA, try to make money. It's not a trader. So that's why we stopped EA.
All right, fantastic. So talking about the payment method, what payment methods are available for people to use?
Payment methods, people can pay with crypto, USDT or Ethereum and Bitcoin. They can also pay with bank transfer, pay with PayPal, Stripe, and I think we also have a payment for Africa traders as well. They can pay in their local currency, and we're working on some other payment methods as well. So a lot of our African traders actually pay through crypto. It's quite popular now.
Wow, that's fantastic, because we kind of like have some restrictions in some part of Africa in terms of moving our money and all of that. There are some restrictions that will not even allow them to pay out and all of that in a month. So
exactly.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, we noticed that issue.
Yeah, you're responsive to all of these things. Now you can see the reviews of people. And before making this interview, I did my due diligence to check Trustpilot. and I've just been seeing fantastic review about BLUFX. And trust me, if I've not seen a very good review about them, I probably would not be granting this interview. So BLUFX is a top-notch company that we all should be looking at. Number one thing that I love most about them is they give out straight real account from the onset. They give out a real account and they charge a reasonable fee for that, which is just £249. I mean, if you can make like 5% of that's 2,500 and you split that, you can still make up money. Like you can still make money from yourself and still have your subscription fee, and you do that again next month, and you can basically be living off of this trading account. And you can also decide to do your if you have a target to get to the 1 million, it's still a very good thing, and it's a win-win situation at the end of the day. All right, so I want to ask you this question: what do you think is the future of proprietary firm? Where are we headed?
Prop trading is not like a new business. It's been in the financial industry for quite a long time. From American Wall Street, where they trade stocks, in UK, London, mainly trade futures, until we bring the FX and the retail into the game. And I think where it's heading, it's a great addition for traders. So basically, apart from traditional brokers, now they have more choice, how they start trading, what kind of capital, whose capital they use, and what's kind of cost involved. And it's definitely not going to replace the brokers, but it's a great addition. And how it's going to move forward, I think, same as any other industry, 80-20 rules. I think it's going to be, a couple of really reputable big firms going to acquire 80% of the markets, who provides the best value and best product and service. And the rest, small companies going to share the other 20% of the markets. I think that's how, it's going to grow. But I think it's in the end, who will become this top firm in the prop industry is depend on who is the most reputable and who is provide the best service, best value for their clients, for their traders. And that's the aim we try to do.
All right, great. Talking about funding and the funding that you give, like giving out real account without even testing people, that's a crazy one. Yeah. So I'm just curious, like how do you get a lot of this money to fund people? Do you have personal investment or you have investors? I'm just curious, like how does this money, where did this money come?
Well, we're a prop trading firm, so we don't manage outside capital. All the capital is from our own in-house capital, and we get credit line from our broker as well as institutional. We've been trading with them for many years, as with our track record and backgrounds, we will get a lot of credit line from them as well. So that's how we back traders. In the end, it's all about risk management. So how, it's a good question. I mean, for example, you said, it's crazy just backing people without testing. I mean, to be honest, 10 years ago, we did test people. We put them onto the demo, we put, them on an account for small lot size. But what we find is there's not much correlation between your demo result and your live results. So we kind of forced to rethink the whole picture. Okay, if we can't really test how good people are, then we have to put attention into our own risk management.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the whole. That's what changed, Blueprint Capital and BLUFX, I think. So instead of going out to screen people, ask them to provide track records, put them onto a demo for testing, and put them on small accounts for extra testing before give them a lot of capital. We're actually looking to ourselves. Okay, is there any way we can actually manage the risk ourselves? So give everybody an equal opportunity to perform. And the good traders will grow to level 2, level 3, level 4. So our allocation is actually automatically weighted on the top performance. And that's kind of logic initially we had how to develop the whole product. So as far as we can control the risk on the level 1, and level 2, level 3, our risk is less and less, because all those traders who already proved themselves with live trading, not demo or small accounts, they know how to handle 50K accounts, they know how to handle 100K, 200K, 1 million. And then it's easier for us to allocate more capital for that, because it's trading different bigger account size is totally different than just trading a small account. So sometimes we feel when traders trade small lots, they're okay, but as soon as they go to 1 million, start trading 10, 20 lots, they get stressed. We actually, for all our 1 million fund managers, the first month, we actually have a lot of conversation with them, to ease them into the position. And it's a journey that we designed. It's a risk structure we designed to be able to enable us to offer this product. So that's the technology we have in the backend to do the hand-and active management of positions, enable us to provide this product. So that's our kind of logic and philosophy, I think.
All right, fantastic. So I would like to know, what is BLUFX? Now you're the CEO of BLUFX, correct? Yeah. So what do your company look for exactly? Like you say, okay, this is a thing that we actually look out for, so that traders would be aware and be cautious of what and how to approach. What are the core things that BLUFX is looking out for in a trader?
That's the beauty of the products we developed. I think everything that we're looking for is already built into the system. We're looking for people who use low leverage. We're looking for people who can handle the risk. We're looking for people who have a commitment to stay in this game for 3, 6, 12 months, long term. We don't want people who just come, give it a go. If in the end, we're not selling a get-rich-quick scheme for sure, but we are, provide a career path for a lot of traders who is serious about this business. So, I had a chat with some other traders in our own YouTube. I mean, even you're not interested to join the BLUFX, I think, just follow our process, follow our leverage, follow our risk framework. I think it will help your own trading dramatically as well. That's what we find. I mean, normally, for retail brokers, their winning ratio is about 90 to 95%. So only 5 or 10% traders make money. The rest are losing. But our data is dramatically better than what they have. We only have about 50 to 55% people losing money. The rest is all making money. And so the reason why that's the case, because the whole framework, the whole product structure we laid out, people relax, they focus on trading. They don't, stare at the screen whole day, just looking for their P&L to go green, go red, go green, go red. And that's I think the value we bring, and it's for free. I mean, all our rules is on the website for free. If people want, you can actually use it in your own trading. But of course, we welcome everybody to join us, and we're here to. What the BLUFX project is, I think, is 2 main focus. One way is obviously to develop and discover the great traders, which we already have a great success on it. We have a lot of traders trading on 100K, 200K. Over 10 traders hits the final stage 1 million accounts. So there are traders consistently outperform the markets. That's real statistics. That's not a kind of a myth. And also, on the other hand, we also want to provide easy access to the market. So even you're not a kind of consistently profit trader, I think to join BLUFX, because financial markets in our current modern society play a huge part of our daily life. I think, if you don't have access or connect or information about the market, you lose a lot of opportunities or information or knowledge about everything that could impact your life. CPI, for example, the CPI raises, that's gonna cost on your living and food or gas. And so I think it play a huge part of role in this modern society, and how to handle your own investments, how to make money from your own savings. So I think we want to create the easiest, low-cost access to the market to bring everybody, have a connection into the market. Then I think that's knowledge, that's experience will actually provide great value for their life. So those are two kind of key focus for us: develop good traders and to bring everybody access to the market.
All right. So here's another question again that I know most people want to also ask: why not add like 100,000 or 200,000 package and not just limit it to 50,000, which is the maximum?
Well, because we don't think we want to charge more money per month to offer 100K, 200K accounts. So basically, we wanted to start, well, initially we only had 50 accounts. We want everybody to start, but a lot of people want a taste. They want to give it a try. So that's why we introduced the lighter accounts, only cost 99 pounds. And, if people want bigger accounts, we don't want them to have able to buy into it. For example, they pay more and then get a bigger account. We want them to perform. So basically, if you make 10% profits, then you can upgrade to 100K, still paying the same money. You don't have to pay more. And if you make another 10%, you can upgrade to 100K, still paying the same, same fee. You don't have to pay more. So we don't want to give the privilege for people who have more cash, but we want to give privilege for people who have a better trading strategy.
Right. Okay, fantastic. So here's the thing, here's the thought process. Now, let's say, for example, I'm living off of trading. I'm a very good trader, and I want to purchase an account with BLUFX.co.uk. So purchasing a $50,000 account, and I make 5%, that will amount to 250. And then 50% is taken, of course, by the company, which is good. And I take 50%, which is 250. So, and I pay subscription of 349 or 345 pounds. So, and I'm left with, let's say, less than £1,000. Like, can I live off of that? It's a thinking process that most people would want to prefer a bigger account, let's say like 100,000, whereby they make 5% is 5,000. Then the company takes 250, they're left with 250. Pay, maybe it could be like $500. I don't know, that you charge of 450. Then they're still left with some substantial amount that will be able to cater for them for the month. That's just the thinking process. That's just by the way. Then a very important question, I want to know the average number of people that, like the average duration people come into your system and they stay. What is the duration that they last in the system before violating the rules?
I mean, you mean how long people stay in the program? Is that what you mean? Yeah, so basically we have traders stay with us for 4 or 5 years since we start. We actually had an interview in our YouTube, you can check it out. And we also have traders stay with us, shorter period, 3-6 months, 9 months. And we also have traders who just give it a go 1 month and they leave. So, it's we want people who commit into this journey, not just come here to give it a go and if it doesn't work and just leave. Trading, it's again, I think is our philosophy. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It's right. It's same as a business. So basically, find a strategy, and if it's making money, just repeat and repeat and repeat. It's a simple and also boring process, and you have to have a long-term view. And the beauty of our product is you can play. Every rules, every our criteria is transparent on the website. So you can actually plan how you want to approach BLUFX. For example, you can, if you have enough saving, you can just subscribe to monthly. It's like you subscribe to your phone, your iPhone, and make a 10% and try to grow to a bigger account. Try to make this. It depends a lot of try to make it into a career. And some other traders just view it as a second income. So basically, they have a full-time job already, and they love trading and they love markets. They just want a second income. So instead of risk their own capital, so they can just do the subscription and hit 5% and then withdraw. Stay at the level 1. They don't want to grow. That's also fine. So basically, we have traders withdraw every month or twice a month or once every 2 months, and it's just a second income for them.
Wow.
So I think you can also hit 5% withdraw, and then you have enough capital to sustain you for another 4 months, which means the next 4 months is already paid for, and then you can use this time to to grow to bigger accounts. So I think it's all depend what is your goal, what is your aim. Do you want to become a full-time trader? Are you looking for income? And what's your current financial situation? And but anyway, everything is transparent. You can develop your strategy around this.
All right, that's a very fantastic way of answering that question. So that is, if you want to get more money, you have to make more in terms of percentage. So you get more money and can subscribe, and that will be enough for you to take care of you for the whole of the month. That's a very fantastic way of answering that question. Now, I must say that I'm really satisfied with the services that your company is offering. I'm definitely going to be trying it out. So guys, if you want me to try this out and you feel what you think is really great about BLUFX.co.uk, let me know in the comment section. And I'm also going to be dropping the link to their YouTube channel also in the description box. Do well to check them out because they've got a lot of interviews there. If you've got more questions, they can clarify them through their interview. And I've been seeing that the one you made mention of right now, I've seen some interviews talking about on BLUFX.co.uk, and they're really doing very well. So you want to give them a trial, and I'm sure they're also on Instagram. So the links to their socials is displayed on the screen. Make sure, do well, go follow them, and I'm also following them. All right. So until next time, guys, remember to keep the fire peeping, and remember to make sure you keep your trading life simple. As you already heard him, he said they're focusing on looking at people who can manage risk, those who are serious with the company, and those who are committed, and so many other things, just as I wrote out on the screen. So I want the CEO, Mr. Yusung, to give us his last remark on today's interview.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey, for invite for the interview, and let's keep in contact. And we are really looking forward to have you on board as a good, as our BLUFX traders as well. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, until next time, guys. Make sure you keep the fire peeping in. Bye for now.